If I were in my 20s or 30s, here is exactly how I would avoid paying taxes on about 42% of my income, legally. I'm Tyler. I'm a former financial advisor and portfolio manager. Now I make financial content for free so that you don't have to pay for it. Number one, let's assume I make $90,000 a year. Number two, I'd put $23,000 into a 401k and try to get the employer match. No brainer. And anyone who tells you not to is selling you insurance. Number three, put $7,000 in a Roth IRA, invest it aggressively. There is an income cap to contribute to these. So do it while you can and do it while you're young and in a super low tax bracket. Number four, I would max out my health savings account with $4,300 if I had a high deductible health plan. Invest it in low cost index funds, and trust me, your future sick self will say thank you. Number five, then I'd turn around and take the $15,000 single filer deduction, tell the government I only made $47,700, went from the 22% to the 12% tax bracket, and at this rate will most likely become a millionaire in just over 15 years. And number six, well, in the words of Ferris Bueller, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop to look around once in a while, you might just miss it.
So he has some really good points there. Number one, you should always be investing your money every chance you get. Anytime you can have money compounding in your favor, it's always going to be a benefit to you. In fact, there's a famous quote out there, I think it was from Benjamin Franklin: the man who understands compound interest will earn it, and the one who does not will actually pay it. So you always want to make sure that you understand compound interest and you're making it work for you. Investing money into a 401k, a Roth IRA, a HSA, these are all great ways to get your money invested in tax beneficial retirement accounts. Now, I will say this one thing though, and this really may be just a personal issue. I think this really depends on the person and their actual personal finance and their budgeting, but I could not live off of $47,000 a year. I have 3 kids, I have a wife, and I have to take care of them, right? So in a situation like this, if you're making $90K and you're single and you can take the money and you can stash it away into a 401k or to a Roth IRA, that's great. You have to understand that once that money goes in there, that should be long-term money, because if you go in and you try to pull that money back out, you could face a penalty, a 10% penalty of an early withdrawal. Now, there is some leniency on the Roth IRA because you can pull your withdrawals out tax-free, but you don't want to overcomplicate the situation. So overall, I think this is a great message in regards to investing your money and getting compound interest to work in your favor. But at the same time, if you're making $90,000 a year, you may not want to stash away too much money into these retirement accounts because you still do need money to live off of. And if you have a family, you still need to make sure that they are taken care of. So again, this is a personal finance situation. I don't think that budget would work for me, but I do like the concept of investing in those tax deferred accounts.